Everybody, sorry, I totally messed up that intro. I'm ashamed of myself. Totally just messed up that intro. So, what's going on, guys? I haven't live streamed in like a week. I guess Tuesdays and Wednesdays right now is going to be my live streaming days, only because of the way my work schedule and stuff is falling through. I really wanted to live stream last night. I couldn't. I literally came home and just jumped right into the bed, put on Monday Night Football on my tablet, and just fell asleep as Detroit Lions were getting literally screwed by the refs. But yeah, I haven't had time to stream as much as I wanted to. But today's a good day to stream because I'm off tomorrow. I don't have to bring Autumn to work until 1, and then we're both off on Thursday, so tomorrow I'll be able to stream too. So for now, for the foreseeable future, that is going to be my live stream schedule, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, unless something big happens or some kind of schedule change and I'm able to do it other time. So we got a lot to talk about. I mean, there's so much to talk about that I haven't even been able to cover in videos. I've been people asking me about the Suicide Squad stuff. Haven't had a chance to talk about that. Martin Scorsese, just all kinds of stuff going on. Liv Tyler returning. We got Catwoman being played by Zoe Kravitz. We have just a plethora of different things. Kevin Feige getting the new position. Kevin Feige getting the CCO position. Now he's the head of everybody from Marvel. We got Batwoman's ratings dropping. We got we have a what was I talking about? Titans. Last week's episode of Titans was a great episode, by far the greatest episode of Titans we've had so far. So just a lot of stuff to talk about. So I hope you guys are ready. We're just gonna sit, we're gonna bullshit, we're gonna talk. We're gonna sit here and talk. I don't have no time limit until we get through these topics. What's up, Two Gun? What's up, Andrew, Mad, David, Mitzi? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the chat. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. You guys can dictate the conversation. Where do you guys want to go first? You want to talk about the Kevin Feige promotion? You want to talk about Superboy? You want to talk about Catwoman, Suicide Squad, Joker? Just a huge amount of just entertainment right now. And if you want me to be honest, it's all really centered around DC, right? Like, there's very few news going on that's Marvel centric. It's all pretty much DC. Whether we're talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths, that's apparently going to have a little Easter egg acknowledging Michael Keaton's Batman. I heard a rumor earlier today that Tom Williams is going to be wearing the black Superman suit. You know, whether you want to talk about that, or talk about the CW Batwoman show, or Titans on the DC streaming service. You know, there's so many different things. What's up, Comic Chat? Welcome to the party, my friend. What's up, Eric? Just so much stuff to talk about. And I know what you're thinking, like, well, Rob, there's so much to talk about. How come you don't do videos on this stuff? Well, due to my work schedule, I can only do 2 videos a day at the most. I normally shoot for 1 video a day. If there's a pretty heavy news day, then I'll do 2, one at 11 a.m., one at 5:30 p.m. And that's because I go to work at 12. So I work from 12 to 10 p.m. So I have to pre-record all that stuff. And I have to pick and choose what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, I want to talk about Suicide Squad. I want to talk about Kevin Feige's promotion. I want to talk about Titans and all this stuff. But I have to pick day by day the topic that I think is going to be the most responsive to my audience, that people are going to click on. Hence the reason why the Batwoman and Liv Tyler topics are in one video. So, yeah, I kind of meshed that together. Originally, I shot a video today. It was like 15 minutes long. It was Batwoman, Liv Tyler, and Catwoman all in the same video. I was going to do a 3-topic thing, and I didn't like it. I didn't think it was going to catch fire, so I did Catwoman as separate, and then the other 2 as their own separate thing. And I think it worked out pretty well so far. You know, like I said, not big news that's going to catch a lot of fire. Not on my channel. I have a much smaller channel than other people. But Yeah, so that's why I used a lot of discussions to really kind of catch up on everything. A lot of people are like, Rob, how come you don't talk about this, this, and this? Like, do you watch my live discussions? Like, I literally cover all that. Now, I didn't do a review on Titans last week, and I didn't do a review on Titans this week. And the reason for it is because my Titans episode reviews have went like this. Like, the season premiere, great. Second one, did half that. Third one, nah. So I didn't do none for the last 2 weeks. I really liked last week's episode. This past week's episode I thought was the best episode we've gotten in the past 2 seasons. It was just phenomenal. I liked the actor they got to play Connor Kent. I liked the story that they're doing with him. What's up, Lee Smith? What's up, Christopher? So yeah, just really liked what they were doing with that. Liv Tyler coming back to the MCU. I thought was really good. So start firing questions, guys. I just can't keep rambling off the top of my head. You guys in the comment box, start firing some questions. Popping that shit, man. Let's get this discussion going. Rather than me just keep recapping all the main topics here, rather than just talking about the main topics. But Kevin Miller writes, hey, Rob, you're the man. I haven't seen the Joker yet, but I want to see it. Is it worth it? Absolutely. I've been praising that damn thing forever, man. I've been going up to people to work, like, have you seen Joker? Have you seen Joker? Have you seen Joker? Like right before I got off work, it was like, well, it was about like 8:30. I got off at 9:30 tonight. And I was like, hey, one of my assistant managers, I was like, hey, did you see Joker yet? He's like, hell yeah, I saw the Joker. I was like, yeah, man, it's that good. And then my other assistant manager was like, was it that good? I was like, fuck yeah, it's that good, man. Fuck yeah, it was that good. What's up, Strike First Entertainment? Ethan, do you prefer Toby, Andrew, or Tom? I go Andrew Garfield all the way, man. Andrew Garfield all the way. You can definitely go ahead and check some of my older videos for the reasons why. I don't want to get into the specifics now because it's the whole thing, and it's just gonna get me upset, and then I'm just gonna start ranting, and then I'm just gonna. It's just gonna be a whole thing. But it's definitely going to be, it's definitely Andrew Garfield all the way. Andrew comes in, if Henry Cavill is not Superman, DCEU needs a complete reboot. I don't know what the DCEU is doing. Let's pause right there and let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about the DC film property. So, Joker comes out, not a part of the DCEU, massive success, makes 4 to 5 times his money back already, and it's only in the second week. Okay, we know now that Batman is not part of the DCEU. He's just not. Okay, unless they're going to be like, hey, Batman's in the DCEU, we're just going to pretend everything that happened in BVS and Justice League just didn't happen. Which, that's just bullshit at that point, right? Because we know that Commissioner Gordon was played by J.K. Simmons. Now Commissioner Gordon is going to be played by, I forgot the actor's name, but the dude from like the Hunger Games, he plays in a lot of good movies. He's a great actor, right? So we know 2 different actors playing Gordon. So there's no way that this is a prequel to the Batman from Justice League, just because on the facts is how the hell does Gordon go from a black guy to a white guy in 20 years? It just doesn't make any sense. So we know that the Batman movie is going to be its own separate thing. So now we got the Joker in a separate universe, Batman in its own separate universe, and then we got the DCEU doing, I don't know what they're doing over there. We have Wonder Woman 84 coming out. That's part of the DCEU. Okay, we're hearing that that's going to have major shakeups in it. We got Birds of Prey coming out. That's part of so we do got 2 DCEU movies coming out next year. That's one positive. We do have 2 DCEU movies coming out next year. We have Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman. So that is a positive. What's going on though? Like, we don't know. We have no idea. I don't think WB has any idea. I think WB is like, you know what? We're just going to start making solo movies. Like, I don't understand. You can make solo movies that doesn't have to be connected, and then you can just connect them with a fucking end credit scene. Like, Iron Man wasn't connected to anything. It wasn't to the end credit scene where fucking Nick Fury shows up and is like, yeah, I'm doing the Avenger Initiative. Incredible Hulk wasn't really connected to anything until the end credit scene when Robert Downey Jr. shows up. You can have your movie stand alone and still have them connect by an end credit scene or something like that. Like Aquaman, for the most part, was its own standalone movie, other than the fact that one line that Mira said about, you helped us defeat Steppenwolf or whatever. You can have little nuggets in there. You don't have to be so connected. I love Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Cut. I love the Ultimate Cut of that movie. But they tried so hard to connect every little thing in that one movie. Batman v Superman equals Iron Man 2. You guys remember when Iron Man 2 came out? Wasn't really good. Like, it wasn't well reviewed. I remember I bashed the shit. I think the review is still up. If you look up Storm's Inc., Iron Man 2, I think my review is still up, and I just bashed the shit out of that movie. And the reason why a lot of people hate Iron Man 2 is because it was a setup movie. It was the point where Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios was like, we can start connecting these more. And they started throwing in everything, right? They threw in a Captain America reference. They brought in Black Widow. Like you had Nick Fury. You had all this shit, right? They're adding all this shit into this thing. And people are like, well, this is all just setup. This ain't a good Iron Man movie. It's just setup, right? But you go back and you look at that movie now, and it works now because we saw what it led to. So you go back and you look at Iron Man 2, and that's where everything kind of changed. Wasn't great then, holds up now. BVS, I feel, is that. I think BVS is Iron Man 2. Doesn't really fit well because they're doing so much trying to fit this universe in. Although the Ultimate Cut, I think, is fantastic, I don't know what they're doing. I think they need to stay the course. A lot of people are like, Rob, you're racist because you don't like Jim Gordon being black. That has nothing to do with it. I don't care. It's just the fact that they recast just proves it's not part of the DCEU. And I love how people are taking my words out of complete context. That's what people do on YouTube. That's what trolls do on YouTube. They take my words and they completely, just go ahead and take my words out of context and to fit the narrative that they want to say. All I hear is, Rob, you're a fucking moron. You're an idiot because you said the Joker movie was going to fail. You said it was going to fail. You said it was a stupid-ass idea. You're wrong about everything, Rob. You're a fucking moron. Time out. Can we go back and relook at the videos that I did for that? Now, when I started doing videos on this topic, it was shortly after Justice League. The DCEU was in shambles. Aquaman was coming around. Okay? And what do we hear? We're not doing a Man of Steel sequel. We're going to do a Harley Quinn standalone movie. Jared Leto's getting a standalone movie. We're doing a Jared Leto Harley Quinn Joker movie. And we're thinking about doing this Martin Scorsese Joker movie. Because at the time, Martin Scorsese was attached to that. And I said, and I stand by this, what the fuck are you doing with 500 fucking Joker movies? Like, Jesus Christ, stop focusing on this shit and fucking a Joker movie that's not part of the DCEU. Stop wasting your efforts and focus. Maybe I didn't elaborate myself clearly to these trolls, I guess, because they're all like, you said this was a dumb idea. No, that wasn't my exact words. Maybe it was my exact words. I don't know my exact words. What I meant to say was the idea is stupid because they need to focus on their shared universe. That's what I meant. Never said the movie was going to suck. Okay, I said it was a dumb concept because you need to stop wasting your efforts on something outside the universe and buckle down on what is in your universe. That was what I was implying. And then I get all this shit all day. Well, yeah, you're wrong. Joker made a bunch of money. You're wrong, fatty. Fat, fatty, fat. And first of all, once Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips signed up, I was like, this could be something special. And it ended up being something special. Joker is my favorite movie of the year so far. And the thing is, it could be something special. But that doesn't change my opinion that they should have focused on the DCEU. You can throw all the comic book knowledge with, there's multiple Earths and all this shit. That's fine. There's multiple Earths, okay? I understand. Christ on Infinite Earths, 52 Earths. I understand the concept. I've been reading DC Comics since I was in 5th grade. I understand. But why are they focusing on multiple Earths when they can't even get the shit right on one Earth? That's my point I'm trying to make. It's like, why are they focusing on a Joker standalone movie? Yes, it was successful, but still, why are they focusing on that instead of focusing on their universe they're trying to establish? Now they're doing a Batman trilogy that's outside their universe. You know, yes, I get multiple universes, multiple Earths, infinite Earths, but you can't get shit right on one Earth. Why are you trying to get shit on multiple Earths? To me, I feel like it's a cop-out. It's a major cop-out. Comic Chat, my boy Comic Chat, thank you for the shirt. Comic Chat comes in with a super chat. Wouldn't it be awesome if they did Batman, other villains, Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, Scarecrow in the style of the Joker? They meet up in Arkham. No, that would not be awesome. No, that would not be awesome. That goes against everything that I'm afraid of. That's exactly what I said before in my Joker videos. It's like, yes, Joker was successful. Okay, but you look at Joker. What is Joker? Joker is not a comic book movie. Joker is a character piece. It's a character study. It's a study about what happens to this person who suffers from mental illness, suffers from this mental illness, who society continues to beat down, and it goes untreated, and he has a bad day, and everything snaps. Okay? You can't do that with every fucking villain, man. You can't. Like, let's look at this Penguin. Who the fuck wants a Penguin standalone movie? Quack, 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 I'm a robber. Like, fuck that shit, man. I don't want that. You're awesome. Forget about the trolls. Thank you. I appreciate that. Stop doing that, though. But, look at the Penguin. Like you can't, it doesn't work for every villain. It doesn't. The reason why the Joker worked, because it's a character piece. It's a movie that is taken serious and is meant to have a meaning behind it. You can't do that with Penguin, Riddler. Catwoman, I think you can. I absolutely believe you can do it with Selena Kyle's character. If Selena Kyle is about 16, 17, maybe 18, or in the same time period as with the Joker's taking place, it could work. It could absolutely work. I can see Deathstroke work, but it has to have a meaning behind it. Comic Chat, it has to have a meaning behind it. You just can't. That was my biggest worry, my biggest concern about the Joker being so successful, is that Warner Brothers is going to get the Sony syndrome, where Venom worked, hold my hat, and then they just start doing Morbius, Craven, Scorpion, it's like every fucking thing. That was my major concern, right? Because once something is successful, they don't stop, man. They beat that fucking horse until that horse is nothing but fucking mush. And if they do what you're saying, Comic Chat, it's going to lead into that same problem. Can they make it work? The right director and right script writers can make anything work, right? Any concept can work if you have the right creative team. But you don't want to just start milking this shit for milking it. The reason why the Joker worked is because Martin Scorsese had an idea. He pitched it to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers rolled with it. Todd Phillips took over. And it was successful. It was great. It was a great character piece. I love the movie so very much. But we don't need to start doing all these other movies, man. And you're talking about leading them up in Arkham and all this. Is no. Because now you're going to get crazy, man. You're going to get to the point to where this Black Label movies are happening, which are these realistic movies. And let's not forget, there are idiots out there that actually oh no, I don't like Joker, it was boring. Because you don't get it, man. Shit like that, people saying that the Joker was boring, is the type of shit that Martin Scorsese goes off about. You people are calling it boring because you guys don't know cinema. That's the type of shit Scorsese's talking about. I don't agree with him. I think comic book movies are cinema. But comic book movies are like the fast food of cinema, right? McDonald's is food. It ain't fucking good for you, but it's still fucking food. So what's the difference between having a nice kale salad, right, and McDonald's? Well, kale salad is better for you. More care taken into it. McDonald's, some heavyweight dude like me just put the damn burger together. So Marvel comic book movies are like the McDonald's of cinema. That's what I think Martin Scorsese was trying to say. Lee Smith comes in with a super chat. I will kick the trolls in the balls for you. Dude, you're going to be kicking a long time, bro. I got a lot of trolls, man. You know, I had to block like 4 people yesterday or the day before. One of them has been on my friends list on Facebook for years, man. For years. For years. I had this one guy, I believe his name is Jason Aaron or Aaron Jason, had him on my Facebook for years, man. You know, been a subscriber from back to my Storms Inc. days. You know, I did my Breaking Bad, the El Camino review, and he just starts going off because of my opinion of it, right? I'm like, look, dude, I ain't got time for this. I don't feel good. Like, I've been sick on and off all week, right? I'm like, look, man, I really don't feel good. It's my opinion. You're entitled to yours. Like, if you don't stop, I'm going to block you. And then he kept going. And I, like, you know what? Fuck it. I blocked you. That's the way I'm going to be from now on. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You know? I don't care if you've been a subscriber of mine for 10 years. If you don't like my review, you're entitled to your opinion. But you have to at least respect my opinion. El Camino, I felt, was a disappointing movie. I think Breaking Bad is a great show. I think it gets overhyped, and I think people are making El Camino sound like a better movie than it actually was. If it wasn't attached to Breaking Bad and you judge it just as a movie, it was a poorly made movie. That's my opinion on it. People that like Breaking Bad love it. That's their opinion on it. The difference between me and you is I'm not going on other people's channel going, you're a fucking moron. This movie sucked. How the fuck did you like this shitty ass movie? That's what I get all the time. Right? You know, like, the same thing people who attack Rian Johnson. It's all right for you guys not to like Last Jedi. But you take it too far when you reach out and you start criticizing cast members, Rian Johnson himself. It's all right for you to get on the internet and be like, look, I don't like Last Jedi. I don't think this best represented what Luke Skywalker is to me. I don't like this aspect. I don't like this aspect. And if you want to do 4 or 5 videos on why you don't like The Last Jedi and you want to break it down and how you would do things better, that's fine. But when you start attacking Kelly Marie Tran because she's Asian and start harassing her and start going out to Rian Johnson's Twitter, you go too far. Same thing with me, right? Like, you don't have to agree with my Breaking Bad film review. You don't. You could be like, Rob, I disagree with you. I think it's good for this reason. I am a big fan of Breaking Bad, and this is exactly what I wanted. And I would like, oh, I understand that. If you're a major fan of Breaking Bad, you will enjoy this film. I'm talking about as a film that I don't think it stands on its own as a film. You know, and then, like, we can agree to disagree. That's fine. But when you get someone, I don't even know if I have this shit pulled up. Let me see if I can pull up this dude's words, his message. I might have erased them. Okay, here it is. Okay, so these are the messages he wrote, and he just wrote like stupid like gifs, like he's like saying the Joker sucks, Heath Ledger rules, and all this stuff. And I was really sick that day, and I said, I'm about to block you. And then he just completely just goes off the handle. And if you go back and watch the Breaking Bad review, the El Camino review, you'll see his comments in there. We got a super chat coming in from Poetic Gangster. You know, I used to be a gangster back in the day. I know, judging on my fat posterior here, you wouldn't think I was a gangster. But I lived in Fort Lauderdale for about 18 years, man. I moved up here. I had cornrows, FUBU, man. I was like, yo, dog, what's up, dog? What up, cuh? You know? Yeah. I can't do that no more. Poetic Gangster comes in with a super chat. Rumor Matt Bomer will replace Henry Cavill. What you think? I don't know who the fuck Matt Bomer is. Let me look up Matt Bomer. Who the fuck is Matt Bomer? Matthew Bomer. Let me look up Matt Bomer. Give me a second, guys. Matt Bomer. Oh, so he's a dollar store version of Henry Cavill. That's what he is. Look at this twinkle toe cocksucker. Look at this twinkle toe cocksucker. That's a fucking Dollar General version of Henry Cavill. Is that what WB is doing right now? Is that what's going on right now? Like we can't afford Henry Cavill, so we're gonna get the Henry Cavill free version, like the Diet Pepsi version. You know, that's what it is. That's the fucking Save-A-Lot version. I don't know if you guys have Save-A-Lots where you guys live, but there's like this grocery store called Save-A-Lot where you go in there and you have to bag your own shit and you have to pay for the bags and like, you know, everything's like $1 and $2 and you don't know if it's expired or not. That's exactly what this looks like. Matt Bomber. What the fuck is that kind of... I can't unsee that now. That looks like the illegitimate son or illegitimate brother of Henry Cavill, like the less experienced, you know, no talent version of Henry Cavill. That's literally the poor man's Henry Cavill, you know? Oh, my God. He looks like Henry Cavill after he got his face CGI'd and his mustache taken off. If that happens, at least they're at least trying to make it look somewhat like Henry Cavill. So if that happens, good. But man, like Henry Cavill wants to come back. He literally says he wants to come back. You know, so why would you go like, no, I'm gonna take this Dollar General version. You're like, no, man, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Mad1306, my boy Mad1306 here, comes in with a super chat. You think our first introduction to the X-Men members will be Storm if she ends up in Black Panther 2? That's a strong possibility. That's a very strong possibility. I don't know what our first introduction of X-Men will be. Maybe there'll be a reference to Storm. Maybe. Maybe not. Because let's not forget, it wasn't like Storm was with Black Panther from the very beginning. You know, X-Men was introduced in what, 63, 64, 65, that time frame? I don't know the exact date. And Black Panther and Storm didn't get married until, what, Civil War, which happened in like 2008, 2007. So it was like almost 40, 50 years later they got married. So, you know, the chances of her showing up in Black Panther right away, I mean, it's slim to none. But there's always a chance. The best thing about Kevin Feige and Marvel is they always cherry pick the best stories. So just because they didn't get together right away in the comics doesn't mean that ain't something that Henry or Kevin Feige isn't willing to do right away in the movies. It's very possible. Could be possible. You know, Namor might be the first. Like, they might introduce Namor. Namor is a mutant. He might be the first ever mutant we ever get introduced to in the movies. So I'm not sure, Mad1306. I'm not sure. Would I be upset if they do show Storm in Black Panther 2? Hell no. I think I did a few videos where I said, yeah, I think they could work if they do this, this, and this. I would like to see it. You know, maybe even if it's an end credit scene, it would work. So yeah, I'm down for anything. I'm down like Charlie Brown, son. I ain't got no hate. I'm down like Charlie Brown. As long as Kevin Feige thinks it works and they can do it, I'm good. I'm good with that, man. I really am. I'm looking at I got two monitors. I'm looking at one monitor and not paying attention to the other monitor because I'm stupid. And I was looking at the time. I am mad tired. Matt Bomber, man. Matt Bomber. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm scrolling through for questions, man. Just give me a second. I'm looking for questions. I thought I saw one that I wanted to hit. Are you a fan of the Nostalgia Critic? Used to be a long time ago. I stopped. See, this is what I'm talking about with toxic fandom, right? So, if I follow somebody, whether it be an actor, actress, director, you know, YouTube personality, if they do something that I don't feel is right, I just stop watching their stuff. You know, like for instance, here's an example. I'll bring it back to Nostalgia Critic in a second, though. Here's an example. Chris, last week, if you guys follow Collider, I'm pretty sure a majority of you guys follow Collider, which used to be AMC Movie Talk, and now it's Collider. Well, if you guys know him for the past couple of years, Collider's kind of really went downhill. When Mark Fernandez bought the property, it really went downhill. Campia left. John Campia, who really started Movie Talk with John Schnepp and Dennis Zen. He left. He's like, look, I resigned. I left. He went and did his own YouTube channel. And then slowly over the past 2 years, Mark Fernandez has been killing Collider pretty badly. You know, John Schnepp passed away last year. I have not watched Collider Heroes since John Schnepp passed. To me, I watched it because of John Schnepp. So you don't have Schnepp there, I'm not going to watch it. Then I used to watch Movie Talk even when Campia was gone because of people like Christian Harloff, Mark Ellis, Perry Nemiroff, John Roca. And then what happened was Harloff stopped doing Movie Talk. Then Ellis, resigned and stepped down, and he left Collider altogether. Then they changed the whole Movie Talk formula to like this 20-minute segment, moved the time frame. Then they went back to an hour format, and then they changed with like this new highlight reel, whatever. So I don't watch anything on Collider no more. I watch Collider Live because Christian's on there, and I watch a little snippet. I watch Jedi Council. I watch Jedi Council because I'm a massive fan of Christian Harloff and Ken Napzok. And, with Christian now leaving, I don't know if I'm going to watch Jedi Council no more. I love Ken Napzok. I love him. But if they're going to replace Christian with, like, Mark Fernandez or Riley, who don't know 5 shits out of Star Wars, like, if you ever watch or listen to the Rule of 2 podcast, these two don't know a damn thing about Star Wars. Well, like fucking Mark Fernandez said in like an episode a couple weeks ago, I think Kevin Feige's going to come in and produce George Lucas's original scripts. Like, what the fuck? And then he said they had him on Jedi Council one time, and he was like, I want to see them do a movie really featuring Asajj Ventress. And then like Ken and Karloff was like, she's dead, right? Oh, really? I didn't know. Like, you're doing a show about Star Wars. You don't know shit about Star Wars. So Harloff left. So Ken's going to run the ship. But as much as I love Ken, if Riley or Fernandez is on that council with him, then the show has no merit. I can just listen to Force Center and get Ken. You know what I'm saying? And today, Campia announced that Christian Harloff and John Campia are going to start doing 2 shows together. And yeah, so boom, my AMC Movie Talk is coming back together in the form of John Campia and Christian Harloff teaming up. So the point I was trying to make with the nostalgia critic thing is, if I don't agree with something, I don't go on Fernandez Twitter going, you fucked over Collider, you screwed everybody, you made all these bad decisions, Collider's gonna die and all this stuff. I don't do that. You know what I do? I just don't fucking watch it. So I'm just gonna, you know what I watch? I watch the John Campia show. And I watched Jedi Council because of Ken and Christian. When Christian leaves and Ken's going to leave, Ken's going to leave. He's not going to stay there if Christian, he's probably just going to, finish his contract. I will watch the Schmoes Know Network and John Campia's show, and hopefully one day Dennis will join him, But I don't get mad and start, harassing people on the internet. I just start watching their shit. Nostalgia Critic, I used to be a fan of, and then he did a review of Daredevil. Right? And you can not like Daredevil. No one says you have to like Daredevil. I'm a massive fan of Daredevil. I think that movie is hugely underrated, especially the director's cut. And I remember watching his review, and his complaints of the movie wasn't correct. And what I'm saying by that was, he was like, well, why is this movie opening up with Daredevil on top of the fucking cross just being all moody? Because Moody's so cool right now. And he just shows like all these movies where the characters just being broody like that. I'm sitting going, that's a very famous art piece from Joe Quesada in the Kevin Smith Joe Quesada's Guardian Devil run. Like that scene was taken from the comic book. So it showed me that he had no knowledge of Daredevil, that he was doing a review and making jokes about stuff he had no knowledge of. But did I spam him? Did I leave a comment? No. You know what I did? I just stopped fucking watching him. Same thing with Angry Joe. I would watch reviews of Angry Joe, and like Angry Joe clearly doesn't get the idea of what's going on. But do I spam him? Do I troll him? No. I stopped fucking watching him. It's that simple. I don't understand why people are so hard to start trolling these people, calling names, like resorting to I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. So what I do is I fucking stop watching their shit. It's that simple. You don't like Rian Johnson? You don't like Last Jedi? don't fucking watch it. It's that simple, man. If you don't like the new Star Wars, don't fucking watch it. You don't have to attack Lucasfilm. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about it, right? It's like, yes, I didn't like Justice League. I had huge problems with Justice League. But I still like comic book movies. I still like DC properties, so I kept going to see. But never once did I go after and attack Zack Snyder. Never once did I go out there and attack, Ben Affleck and all these. Much as I hate Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, I never attacked Jesse Eisenberg. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand why these people think the way they think, man. If you don't like something, like, for instance, right? For instance, if I were to take this box cutter and cut my hand, it would hurt, right? Normal people wouldn't do that again. But these trolls are so dumb that they continue to do it. It's like, oh, I fucking hate that movie. Fucking Rian Johnson ruined my childhood. Yet they continue to just keep bringing it up instead of just moving on, right? If I accidentally cut myself, I'm like, fuck, that hurt. Let's keep doing it. Why? It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's not logical. Oh, it's not logical. And someone brought up Freddie Prinze Jr. Just as bad as Freddie Prinze Jr. First of all, what Freddie Prinze Jr. said is dead on. Thor Thunder God, Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Jahns are dope. I am a fan of both Stuckman and Jeremy Jahns. I don't agree with everything Jeremy Jahns says. Right? I don't agree with everything Jeremy Jahns says. He has a very negative outlook on the new Star Wars movies. He was someone who was very positive and he turned to the negative side. But you know what? He's entitled to his opinion. I still watch his videos because I want to know his thoughts on it. But he's not attacking Rian Johnson. He's not attacking Lucasfilm. He says some things and I'm like, well, clearly, you don't know all the stuff that's going on because there's more to that, But I don't, start throwing hate mail to them. I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. And I don't know what was going on with the Freddie Prinze Jr. thing, but one, that Freddie Prinze Jr. clip happened 6-7 months ago. And secondly, Freddie Prinze Jr. was 150,000,000% right. He was 100,000,000% right. Hashtag I stopped fucking watching them. Hashtag I fucking stopped watching them. That's what they got to do, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't understand why people continue to watch stuff they don't like. I have not watched a Collider Heroes episode since Snap passed. Nothing against Koi and I forgot the young lady's name. I totally forgot her name. Nothing against them, but to me, Heroes was Snap. I think I might have accidentally clicked it one time while I was scrolling through my videos. I went to go click on a video. I might have clicked on Heroes, but I haven't watched one. When in the final episode of Heroes I've watched was the farewell episode of Snap when everybody was around the Heroes table and they were talking about their time with Snap. And when Roka's like, for the last time, I'm going to close Snap's laptop. And that was the very last time I ever watched Heroes. And to me, Collider, it isn't the same. I don't know what they're doing over there. I think Fernandez really did hurt the brand. But I'm also entitled not to watch it. And that's what I'm going to do. You don't hurt people by sending them harassing messages on Twitter. You hurt them by not watching their stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. You don't like what they're doing, don't watch it. If you don't like Star Wars and you complain about Star Wars, don't go see Episode 9. If you want to make a statement, don't go see Episode 9. And I don't want to hear this, well, we did that with Solo. We boycotted that shit. The boycott had nothing to do with Solo. The boycott... That had nothing to do with Solo was just in a bad spot at the wrong time. It was a movie that nobody wanted, that came out around the same time as Infinity War. It was a few months after Last Jedi. It had no marketing, so that wasn't so much a boycott. But if you guys don't want to see Episode 9, don't go see Episode 9. It's your right. Just stop attacking people. Stop it. Really, just really stop it. My point on Freddie, don't go on a unhinged rant. I don't think Freddie was an unhinged rant at all. He was on a show that was on Comedy Central or podcast on Comedy Central. Something, Freddie Prinze Jr. has a background in comedy, and in comedy you use swear words, and he was getting reactions on it, and he was telling the truth, and he was amping it up by 100. Freddie Prinze Jr. had a lot of everything he said was correct. Everything he said was correct. And people like Star Wars Theory that wants to bitch about it, going, oh, he was telling the fans to go fuck off. He wasn't telling the fans to go fuck off. That's not what he was telling you at all. You don't get it. You're just trying to take it and turn it on you to try to make you look like the victim. Star Wars Theory is one of the worst people when it comes to Star Wars ever. Well, like he just sits there and releases nonsense upon nonsense, and he has millions of subscribers, and these people are just eating this shit up. Oh, Grey Jedi, blah, blah, blah. There's no such thing as fucking Grey Jedi. I don't know how many times I've said that. There are no fucking such thing as a Grey Jedi, right? And then he's like, well, Qui-Gon's part of the Grey Jedi. No, he's not. Qui-Gon's a Jedi, okay? You are Jedi or you're not a Jedi. It's that simple. Jedi or not a Jedi. People are like, oh, but Ahsoka's a great Jedi. Her lightsabers are white. No, she's not. She literally says in her conversation with Vader in season 2 of Rebels, I am no Jedi. You know why? Because she never finished her Jedi training. She left the Jedi Order. Hence, not a Jedi. Jesus Christ. The reason why her lightsabers are white is because she reverse bled the fucking lightsabers of a fucking what's the hell they called? The oh my god. The fifth brother, seventh sister, what are they fucking called? Oh my god, I'm getting all worked up, I don't even know what the fuck they are. Inquisitors, I got it, Inquisitors. Okay, that's why her lightsabers are white. Has nothing to do with her being a gray Jedi. You can't be a gray fucking Jedi. You either believe in the light or you believe in the dark. There is no in between. You either go the Sith route, or you're a Jedi, or you don't complete your training. Very simple. Ahsoka didn't take the Jedi. Well, they offered her, like, this was your trials, come back. And she's like, nah, fuck you. That's what she did. But she's not a Jedi. She's not a Jedi. And you get these stupid fucking people like Star Wars Theory that goes on here and be like, Snoke is actually the great-great-grandfather of the Grey Jedi, Snoke's uncle, Monkey's uncle. Or some shit like that. And people fucking eat that shit up, man. Let me look up Star Wars Theory. Let's see what kind of bullshit he put out lately. He is the absolute worst. And meanwhile, people like Star Wars Explained, who actually explains facts. He reads all the novels and stuff. He gives actual facts. People don't want to watch his shit. All right, so let's see what his latest videos are. Why these 2 new characters will be in episode 9, and one of them's Hondo. Hondo's not a new fucking character. Hondo's been around for like 10 years. What's up, Chris? Thank you for that super chat, my friend. What if Yoda fought Darth Maul? This is the shit we're talking about. This is the shit that Freddie Prinze Jr. is talking about. What if Yoda fought Darth Maul? Star Wars Theory. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares if how would Yoda fighting Darth Maul solve anything? Instead of taking canon and taking his efforts and reading the new canon and getting tidbits, because there's a lot of stuff to break down and talk about if you're reading a new canon. Like, if you're reading a new canon novels, you're reading a new canon comic books, you watch the Resistance and stuff, there's so much stuff you can talk about. But no, he makes up shit. What if Yoda fought Darth Maul? Who gives a fuck? Here we go. I think Rey has this canon power and it makes sense. Here he goes. I think shit. This dude's a fucking moron. J.J. Abrams explains why Palpatine is brought back in episode 9. We know why he's brought back in episode 9. How Palpatine almost succeeded in making Order 66. invincible. He comes up with his own fucking shit, right? And then you go over to, this motherfucker has 1.76 million subscribers. Now let's go over to Star Wars Explained, who actually knows Star Wars, won tons of trivia. I guarantee you guys, if there was a trivia contest between Star Wars Explained and Star Wars Theory, Star Wars Explained will fucking wally whop his ass in the first round. Now we go to Star Wars Explained, who only has 500,000 subscribers, and let's see what his latest videos are. Star Wars Resistance Season 1, Episode 2. Pretty relevant. It's fucking canon. Duchess of Mandalore review. Clone Wars review. Makes sense. My Star Wars trivia journey, because the dude's a fucking beast. What really happened to Mustafar? Because the dude reads canon. He does a review to the Journey of the Skywalker novel, because it's fucking canon. Project Luminous, because it's gonna be fucking canon. You know, he talks about everything canon. Never once does he say, oh, what if R2-D2 fart Darth Maul? Or what if R2-D2 fart Darth Maul? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, you know? And that's what Freddie Prinze Jr. was talking about. It's like, you get these fucking people out there that try to do this level up shit, man. It's like, well, how could Rey be so fucking strong in the Force, you know, because she just picked up a lightsaber for the first time ever, you know? That's what Freddie Prinze Jr. is talking about. It's like these twinkle toe fucking cocksuckers are like, well, how could Rey do this in the Force? It's like, Luke did the same shit. Okay? Luke did the same shit. Rey was on Jakku her entire life, fighting to survive as a scavenger. She had a staff. We seen her fight. Luke Skywalker used to shoot womp rats back on Tatooine with his whatever fucking, you know, his jet thing, whatever, right? Luke learns the Force, manages to shoot an impossible shot into the Death Star, destroying the Death Star. Rey picks up a lightsaber, fights Kylo. How's that any different? It's been set up in both movies. We know Luke is strong in the Force because his father was a Jedi. Okay? We know he used to shoot womp rats about the same size as that hole. So, okay, he made a miracle shot. Nobody complains. Rey, who was fighting her entire life on Jakku, fighting to survive, managed to get the Force, right? She's Force sensitive. She's strong in the Force. Picks up a lightsaber, fights a Kylo Ren who was shot with a crossbow into his abdomen, and everybody wants to throw like a fit, like, how the fuck is she so fucking strong? Luke Skywalker did the same fucking shit. Luke did the same fucking shit. That's what Freddie Prinze Jr. was talking about. That's what Freddie Prinze Jr. was talking about. Is you get these people that hate shit, and Star Wars, and he said it right now, right? Star Wars are for kids. You know? Star Wars is for kids. Everybody fucking hated the prequels. The prequels fucking suck. People versus George Lucas raped my childhood. Fucking kids loved it. So guess what? Now those kids grew up, and now they're hating the new sequel. And Star Wars fandom is the worst fandom. It's the worst fandom. Because everybody thinks Star Wars needs to be the way they think it needs to be. They don't let the directors and storytellers tell the story. They got to come up with their own fucking shit, man. They got to come up with their own fucking shit, and it's ridiculous. It's like, oh, why is Rey so strong? Like, why the fuck is like Luke so strong, man? Luke's fucking blowing up Death Stars. Never fucking flew in a damn X-Wing his entire life. And automatically he's fucking shooting Death Stars. But Rey runs the fucking Millennium Falcon and it's the end of the goddamn world. What? Yeah. So the sequel, you know, the prequels came out. The old G fans hate the prequels. The kids that love the prequels grow up, they hate the sequels. You know, it's a never-ending battle, man. It's a never-ending battle. Again, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch them. Don't fucking watch them. I hate the fact that I go around saying, you know, for years, I was the guy who was like, I like Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones is one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. I love Attack of the Clones. I quote Attack of the Clones all the time. It's one of my... Most of my Star Wars quotes come from Attack of the Clones. You know? Like, whether it be like, you know, he's holding me back. Like, what's wrong? You know, you're not all powerful. I should be. One day I will be. I will be the strongest Jedi ever. I promise you. I'll even, you know, learn to stop people from dying. You know, whether it be that and the you know, I love you. I thought we promised we weren't going to fall in love, that we'd be forced to live a lie that would destroy our lives. I think our lives are about to be destroyed anyway. Before we do, you know, I love all Star Wars. All right. Do I love everything in Star Wars? Absolutely not. Is there things in Attack of the Clones I don't like? Absolutely. Is there things in Phantom Menace I don't like? Absolutely. Is there things in Last Jedi I don't like? Absolutely. Solo is my least favorite Star Wars movie of all time. You know what? I just don't watch it. I own it. I just don't watch it. There's things in it I like, but there's things in it I don't like. So instead of bitching about it, going, oh my God, they fucked my life over. That ain't Harrison Ford. Oh my God. I'm like, all right. Lando was awesome. I like Kira. Chewie was good. I can give up the rest of the movie. You know, it's that simple. I don't understand the hate, man. I don't understand the hate. I don't understand the hate. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's simple. That's simple. And then the thing that pisses me off, I don't even know how we got talk on Star Wars. I don't know how we started talking about Star Wars. But the thing that pisses me off is, oh, Palpatine's coming back. They're just going back to the well. It doesn't make any sense. What the fuck you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. They've been setting this shit up since like 2014, man. Like when Aftermath first came out. When did Aftermath come out? Hold on a second. Let me check and see when Aftermath came out. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Aftermath. Does it have details? Oh, it doesn't have details. Fuck. I don't know what year Aftermath came out. Re-summary, maybe? Re-summary, maybe? No. I don't know. But when Disney took over and they were going to do the new canon stuff, you know, the new novels came out, and in Chuck Wendig's Aftermath novels, they were clearly setting up that Palpatine had contingency plans. He had a Jedi temple underneath the sands of Jakku. Okay, this was all set up in the novels, the comic books, in Battlefront 2. If you guys played Battlefront 2, when Luke shows up to one of Palpatine's sanctuary things with Del Meeko there, this was all set up. Okay, it wasn't like they were just, you know, plucking shit out of the thing. You know, they very much had. I don't know if it was always the plan. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit. But yeah, there was definitely a plan that Palpatine was gonna be involved. No, I'm just saying if you read the books and stuff, they were setting this shit up. That's all I'm saying. Zoe Kravitz, don't do it. Why wouldn't Zoe Kravitz do it? Why wouldn't Zoe Kravitz do it, Harry? You know, I'm so pissed, man. I went to go get Overwatch after work, and Walmart didn't have it. And then I went to another Walmart, and they didn't have it. I'm like, fuck, man. I just can't get fucking Overwatch for shit. The books were not good. Aftermath was Chuck. Horrible writer. I don't know what the hell you were trying to say, but Aftermath was a phenomenal trilogy. Aftermath was a great trilogy. I mean, and like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You don't like Aftermath, you're entitled to your opinion. I do like Aftermath. So, you're entitled to your opinion. Just don't start spamming Chuck Wendig. Christopher, Clarence pictures are out. What? At Clarence pictures are out. What? I don't even know what you're talking about, my friend. Zoe Kravitz is a decent choice. Let's see the details. Yeah, it's a decent choice. It kind of came out of left field. I wasn't expecting her to be cast. The only problem I have with her, it ain't that big of a deal. But you know how everybody always says that Kristen Stewart has that same look? Like I when I was looking up pictures of Zoe Kravitz for that video, every picture I seen her in, she had that same look. That's my only negative on her. I didn't think she was that great in First Class, but she had a very memorable role. You know, same thing with Divergence. She was in the Fantastic Beasts movie. You know, I just haven't seen enough for her to give her a rating or anything. I think she has the look if she can just, you know, do something with that. Like, but yeah. Yeah, I seen the Sonic the Hedgehog pictures leaks. If those are actually what he looks like. I'm really mad I didn't get Overwatch tonight, man. I'm really looking forward to that. Walmart on Cypress didn't have it. I went there. Drunk C3PO, do you live like super close to me? Because that's kind of scary, man. I literally went to Walmart on Cypress right after work, and it was not there. I went, I looked at the game. Unless you're talking about the Walmart up the street on Cypress, like way down there by CC's Pizza. If you're talking about the Walmart that's like up the road, like in the same plaza as CC's Pizza and the Taco Bell and all that stuff, it might be there. But the one further down, the one across the street from like 7-Eleven and stuff, it wasn't there. They didn't have that. They didn't have Witcher. They didn't have anything. And I had just enough money to get Overwatch, you know. So I'm just gonna get up in the morning, go to get my Best Buy app. And, yeah, bro, trying to get you on a live stream. I work for Geeks and Gamers, bro. So you work for Geeks and Gamers, and you live like 2 minutes from my house? Because I live like 5 minutes from Legoland. So you need to hit me up on Twitter. I'm off on Wednesdays and Thursdays. If you legit work for Geeks and Gamers and you legit want to do something and you legit live super close to me, you know, hit me up on Twitter. We can go out, have coffee, talk, and see where it goes. So yeah, just hit me up on Twitter, man. You know my Twitter. Strike First Entertainment. I agree, Rob. You have I agree, Rob. You can have an opinion about a movie that you don't like, but don't troll. But the trolls is overkill. It ain't so much that, man. It ain't so much. And thank you so much for the super chat. I don't want nobody to misinterpret it, right? Watch the videos on Geeks and Gamers. I'm on every other one. Well, hit me up on Twitter, man. You if you work for Geeks and Gamers, you have to have a Twitter. Just hit me up. And then I'll contact you after the stream or something, and you know, we can go get coffee or something and talk about or whatever or something, you know. So yeah, just hit me up on Twitter, man. So Strike First Entertainment, thank you for the super chat. Look, my point of view is this: you have the right to like and not like something. You have the right as the consumer to let that person or company or whatever know that you don't like it. I have no problem with someone not liking a Marvel movie, not liking a Star Wars movie, not liking a DC movie. You know, I have no problem with that. If you want to do a video, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite, right? On my Storm Zane channel, oh my God, I used to go off on Michael Bay's Transformers movies all the time. Like, this fucking shit's like, every F, like, the fuck word was my vocabulary. That's all I said. I would like to think I grew as a person, but, you know, there's certain things I don't like, you know, and you have the right to sit there and say, look, I think Rian Johnson fucked up Star Wars. I don't like The Last Jedi. You know, you can give it a bad review. You could do a video on it every single day. I think it kind of goes out of hand when you start contacting the creators. That's why I think it kind of goes out of hand. And it's my opinion. It's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I hated the 2016 Ghostbusters. I was a Ghostbuster fan before I was any kind of fan. Like, when I grew up as a kid, before I even knew what Star Wars was, I had a proton pack on my fucking back, busting ghosts in the fucking basement. Right? I'm a massive Ghostbuster fan. 2016 Ghostbusters hurt me in ways you couldn't even think. You know, did I call up or did I tweet, you know, Paul Feig or the girls in Ghostbusters? No. There was a lot of people out there that messaged Leslie Jones on Twitter and called her all kinds of racist names. That's when you go too far. Did I completely just go off on how bad that movie was? Absolutely. When they rebooted the Ninja Turtles, the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie, me and Adam ranted that shit so bad, we ended up on TV. We ended up on the Will Wheaton Project on Comedy Central. They took clips of our review, and Kevin Smith talked about it on that TV show. You know, you guys look up the Will Wheaton Project or go on Adam's Facebook. You can see the whole clip of me and Adam talking about it on the Will Wheaton Project. You know, but did I contact anybody from the movie and harass them? No. You know, it just kind of goes to you know, how I think things should be handled. So anyway, thank you so much, Strike First. Mad1306 comes in with a super chat. So, do you think bringing back Liv Tyler in the MCU, they might do Red She-Hulk in the She-Hulk TV series? I don't know much about, so Drunken 3PO is following me now, so I got that, so, or Drunk 3PO, not Drunken. I don't know why I added an ing. I don't know much about Red She-Hulk, so I can't really comment on it, and I don't want to talk about stuff I don't know. I know of Red She-Hulk. I don't know who Red She-Hulk is. Is Betty Ross Red She-Hulk? I'm not sure. Because I know General Ross ends up being hold on. I just got a message from Drunk PO. Dude, I'm such a fucking idiot when it comes to Twitter. I can't tweet a goddamn thing. I'm a horrible Twitter person. Like I can't. I just can't do anything on Twitter. I can't figure out anything. But what was I saying? So I don't know who the Red She-Hulk is. Betty Ross is Red She-Hulk? Okay. So here's the thing. It's possible. It's possible Betty Ross could be the Red She-Hulk. The thing is, I would say is don't do that right now. Don't do that right now. We haven't even established She-Hulk yet. So it wouldn't make sense that we're going to establish She-Hulk and then Red She-Hulk in the same show. You know, I don't want to see that. Establish She-Hulk, reestablish Betty Ross to people because, like I said, a lot of people didn't know Liv Tyler was Betty Ross. You know, a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people don't pay attention too much to that Incredible Hulk movie, which I absolutely love, and I thought Liv Tyler was a fantastic Betty Ross. I love Jennifer Connelly. But Liv Tyler, man, that's the Betty Ross you want to take home to your mom. Be like, guys, I want you to meet Betty Ross. You know, so bringing her back, I think it's fantastic because it brings merit back into that movie, in my opinion. We know General Ross is going to be the Red Hulk. At least he is in the comic books. So we don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. We don't know. Is there a possibility? There's always a possibility. But is Liv Tyler wanting to commit to a large role like that to play Red She-Hulk? I don't know. It's a great question. A great thing to speculate on. But yeah, so great thing to speculate on. Sorry, man. I'm trying to message the drunk 3PO here at the same time. You know, I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm really not. I stick to one task, and that's really all I got. I opened your package. I did. Okay. So here's the thing with your package, Tugon. I got it like 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna lie. I got it 2 weeks ago, but I wasn't gonna open it because I don't do unboxing videos unless I have multiple things in the video. Because I don't want I'm gonna do an unboxing video and it's just one thing. You know, when I do a fan mail video, it has to be like at least 2 or 3 packages, and I keep going back to the post office and there's nothing there. So Thursday, I'll probably go by, see if there's anything in there. Probably not. If you guys have anything you want to send in, you can send it at P.O. Box 1447, Winter Haven, Florida 33882. I don't have Spider-Man Far From Home yet, so if you guys want to send me that, I'll take it. Just make sure it has a slipcover. Same thing with Shazam. I haven't got Shazam yet, so you guys can send me that too, as long as it has a slipcover. But the P.O. Box address is in the description of all my videos. But yeah, so I got tired of waiting and no other mail coming. So I'm like, well, I got to see what the fuck this thing is anyway. So I opened it up, and yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to read them first chance I get. I haven't had a chance to read anything, man. I've been so busy, bro. I haven't even finished Dragon Quest yet. It's just, you know, I'm trying to work and do YouTube, and I'm moving here, I'm moving there, and just, it's all kinds of things, man. All kinds of things. Drunk 3PO. All right, sorry to unbalance the live stream. We can link up this week. Just follow to open DM. Yeah, I went ahead and followed you. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I went ahead and followed you. I'm free all day tomorrow. I just got to drop Autumn off at work at 1. I'm free all day tomorrow. Thursday, I'm not free. That's my other off day. I'll take Autumn car shopping. Then I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. But if you want to meet up and get some coffee, there's a Starbucks right by Legoland now. I'm down for coffee. Just, I'll hit you up after the stream, man. I'll hit you up after the stream. We can talk, you know, see what you're going on, or see what's going on. Maybe we can communicate. Because I would love to network stuff, man. Really. That's really how you build channels, is network. Even though Geeks and Gamers has like 480,000 more subscribers than mine. So, you know, it ain't really helping them out at all. But, yeah. But may put you in timeout. Harry Poole. What's Harry Poole doing? What's Harry Poole doing? I'm not a troll. I don't trust the DCEU. Yeah, Chris, you can put him in timeout whenever you want to, man. Chris, I might put you in timeout, buddy. So going back to the She-Hulk thing. Yeah, man, that's I don't know, man. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I don't know where I'm at. I completely lost my train of thought, man. And I'm almost out of coffee. You know, I'm gonna start drinking my coffee out of my Captain Marvel cup. I got a Captain Marvel cup right here that I never use. I just want to use it to piss people off. Like, Rob, why you got a Captain Marvel cup? I like Captain Marvel. I believe Autumn bought this for me. I think Autumn bought this for me. The reason why I don't use it is because it's so much smaller than my Star Wars cup. My X-Men cup. And I do have a Star Wars cup the same size, you know. But they have this awesome Ghostbuster cup. The same mug. Same size mug at Halloween Horror Nights. I'm thinking about getting it, but it's like $20 for a fucking mug. So I might pick that up on Halloween because I'm off on Halloween. Captain Flatbread? That is true. when Tom Holland has more of an ass than Captain Marvel, that is a problem. And that was my biggest thing with Brie Larson being cast. Nothing against her being an actress, but you look at Captain Marvel, man. Captain Marvel's like this, you know, and Brie Larson's not that. Brie Larson's not that, not at all, not at all. Mad 1306 coming in with another super chat. Are you getting the Avengers game next year? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's just gonna. It's a PlayStation exclusive, right? I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. I'm not sure, but I'm probably, even if it's not a PlayStation exclusive, I'll be getting it on the PS4. Right now, I'm debating what I want to do with Fallen Order. It's like, do I want to get Fallen Order on the PS4? Do I want to get on the Xbox One? See, the thing is, on PS4 and Xbox One, I'm pretty much all digital. I think I own 4 or 5 physical. Rob graduated high school? Yeah, I graduated high school. I'm not a fucking moron. I'm not a complete moron. I'm not my brother. My brother's not a moron. Well, that's debatable. But he didn't graduate. He quit. But yeah, for some reason on my Xbox and my PS4, I just buy all digital. I used to have a massive PS4 collection, and my disc drive stopped working. So I basically just went to just, digital. My like Battlefront 2 and all that stuff is all digital on my PS4. My Xbox is pretty much all digital except for like 4 games. So if I do get it on my PS4 or Xbox, it's probably gonna be digital. And I don't know why. I just feel like playing it on my PS4 might be a better experience. I have Injustice 2 on there digital. Like all my main games are all digital on there. So if I get like Spider-Man, I bought Spider-Man when it came out, and I have that digital, so digital is probably the route I'm going to go. Even though that's kind of a scary thing going on digital, it really is. But I have like a 4 terabyte hard drive on both those fucking things. It's weird. Switch, I have everything physical. Yet on the Xbox and PS4, I go straight digital. Just because I don't know. I honestly don't know. Other than the fact that my disk drive on my PS4 stopped working, I don't know why I do it for the Xbox. I mean, I have 360 games and regular Xbox games because backwards compatible, but like Xbox One games, like almost everything's fucking digital. Halo 5, to be honest with you, Halo 5 is all I really play, and that and Master Chief Collection, and they're both digital on the thing. So yeah, Chris, Rob, can you get The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Edition, and live stream it? Well, you can't live stream it. Can I live stream it? Yeah, sure. 2 things. One, I don't have the money to buy it, and I never finished season 3. I played season 1, season 2, never played season 3 or 4. So I'm not gonna buy it personally. If you want to buy it for me and send it to P.O. Box 1447, Winter Haven, Florida 33882, you feel free, man. Send it to me. Send it to me, and I will live stream the shit out of it. But I'm not going to buy it personally for myself. I'm not really interested in it. I like season 2, but yeah, I don't know. It's just what it is, man. So Spider-Man is DLC? What? What? So Spider-Man is DLC? No, it's digital copy, man. I bought digital. Bought it digitally, man. Yeah, that's what I did. So, yeah. Um, Oh man, so what else we gonna talk about? We need to get. I had a great Star Wars rant, man. That was great times. Um, yeah. So what's there to learn from Aquaman? How to have an explosion in almost every scene. No, that's a Transformers lesson. Well, guys, I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. If you guys want to throw in any last questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start calling it a night here soon and wrap up. If you have any questions you want to talk or ask, go ahead and fire them in, and I will start answering some of those questions. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Call it a night. Probably play a little Dragon Quest and call it a night and head to bed and get up early and try to hunt down fucking Overwatch. You shouldn't put the expectations on if it can make a billion. Joker doesn't need to hit a billion. It's not $1 billion movie. If it hits a billion, that's fucking great, but that's not what the expectation is for that movie. That, a movie that you spend like $300 million on, that's the type of movie that you fucking hope gets a billion. Not a movie that costs $55 million. I seen people say, well, I'm not going to be impressed until it hits a billion. Joker's not that type of movie. Why are you putting that expectations on it? You do know $1 billion movies are very rare, right? Just because Marvel movies does it all the time doesn't mean it's a common thing. It's a very rare thing, man. It really is. It's very rare. People put on, people put unnecessary expectations on things. Yeah, it definitely. I agree with that, General. It won't hit a billion, without China, and it won't be played in China because it's rated R, and China doesn't allow rated R movies. So yeah, it's not gonna hit a billion without China. China is a massive movie market, man. That's why there's so many movies now trying to appeal to the Chinese market. Yeah, I've seen Ghost in the Shell. I wouldn't say it's underrated. I just don't think it deserves all the hate that it got. I thought the movie was okay. I know Adam really loved the movie. I went and saw it and I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was a little slow in some parts, but overall, I felt it was a fine, average movie. I don't know why everybody thinks that everything has to be epic or crap. It's fine for an average movie. I think it's a fine average movie. It's okay to be an average movie. Injustice 2, who's your favorite character? It's absolutely Supergirl. I used to whoop people's ass with Supergirl. I don't know if I can do it now. I haven't played the thing in forever. But man, I knew how to use Supergirl so fucking good. I wish so much that they would port that to the Nintendo Switch. I want Injustice 2 on a Nintendo Switch so bad. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more questions. I'm going to call it a night. Did you see the Disney Plus lineup? OMG. No, I haven't seen the Disney Plus lineup. What the hell? I haven't seen the Disney Plus lineup. The only thing I really care about is Mandalorian. That's all I care about. Pete J. King, if you're watching, dude, I am live streaming right now. You sending me a question on Facebook Messenger isn't going to help me answer your question. That just completely just derailed what I was doing now. What was I talking about now? Oh, yeah, the Disney Plus lineup. I haven't seen what the lineup was. All I care about is one thing, and that's The Mandalorian. I'm getting it for The Mandalorian. Anything else is just extra stuff for me. I'm interested in the Marvel movies, but I'm not, or the Marvel shows, but I'm not getting it like, oh man, I gotta get it for the Marvel shows. Like, no, I'm getting it for Mandalorian. To me, Mandalorian is must-see TV. I gotta get it. I'm a massive Star Wars nerd. But, alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it for the night. I want to thank you guys for coming, watching me for the past hour and a half. I appreciate you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I want to thank each and every one of you who gave super chats. I love you guys. Super chats help support the channel. That's how I'm able to do stuff and upgrade stuff, is by having people on the channel. So thank you all so much. I love you guys. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.